When I was 8 years old, my family, my baseball team, and I traveled down to Orlando, Florida to play in a tournament at Disney. This continued on for 7 years, and every year my family seemed to fly, while most families chose to drove. And this memory got me thinking, is there any benefits or true differences other than money and time between driving and flying? Well, this got me to ask several questions and to find some information on the differences in driving and flying to Orlando, Florida from Louisville, Kentucky, based on money, time, and fear or stressors. Now, for this example, I'm going to be giving you the information based on a family of 4 traveling to a family vacation to Orlando Disney. Vehicles that are going to be used in this example is a 2012 Ford Escape. Fueleconomy.gov ranked this as the top 5 vehicle other than stepping up to the minivan or SUV when it comes to traveling. And then the Airbus A319, according to Delta Airlines and American Airlines, is the most common plane used for this type of traveling. Now, let's talk about the first thing when we think about when it comes to vacation: money. Do we have enough of it? Well, driving, Orlando, Florida is 858 miles away from Louisville. And Fuel Economy has the Escape rated at 25 miles per highway on a 17-gallon tank, which will take you 425 miles. So you have to fill up before you go, midway through, and just before you hit Orlando. 3 tanks filled up. And the usenergy.gov averaged the Gulf states at around $3.70, which totals up to about 61, 62. We're going to say it's 60 just for practicality's sake. So that's 3 times 60, 180. Plus you got a family, so you got to feed them around $30 per meal. So that's 90. Already you're at $280. So it's roughly around $300 for one trip there. And then so it would be a total round trip of $600 to $700 driving. Flying, according to orbitz.com, is $300 per person round trip. So you're looking at about $1,200 plus this does not include baggage fees. So you're looking at another $100 depending on how many bags you want to check in. So you're already up at $1,300 just in money. So driving's looking pretty good right now. But when it comes to time, driving takes according to the GPS on Apple phones, it takes about 13 hours and 30 minutes. And that's nonstop, no traffic, no construction, no tolls. So you're looking at roughly 15 hours because you got 2 kids in the back. You're going to stop at some point. You got to fill up on gas, as we've already discussed. Delta Airlines and Orbitz.com says that this flight would take us 2 hours from liftoff to land. And the U.S. Department of Transportation.gov estimated that it takes about 1 hour and 15 to 1 hour and 30 minutes to get from baggage check-in through security to your gate. And then it takes another 30 minutes to go claim your bags. So you're looking around 4 hours in the airport. And Delta Services, as well as Orbitz, also said, depending on which airline you go to, the buses could be free to take you to your rental car. So here we go again. It evens out each other based on the time and money. So we got to go to the third aspect of this discussion, a fear or a stress. You have 2 kids, so no matter what you do, you already know they're going to irritate you. They're your kids and you love them and everything, but you know you're going to get stressed out from them. U.S. Department of Transport says that you have a 1 in 10 million chance of crashing on an airplane. while the National Highway Patrol rates says that there are an average about 10,000 accidents recorded from the east of the Mississippi that are outside of their states. So, and another element I found with this fear of stress is when you're driving, you seem to be in control. You know where you're going. You know where your bags are. You know what the next step is. When flying, though, you give your trust into the pilots, to the people on the ground putting your bags in to make sure you have them. So it's really a personal choice in this third element of what you value more, your control or your faith, in a sense. In conclusion, based on what I found, there's no true advantage to either one in term other than money goes to driving and time goes to airplane. But in retrospect, what truly makes it better one over the other is the person. It's your choice. Do you want to be in control the entire time, or do you trust other people to do their job? We've heard so many bad reports from the airlines, but at the same time, these roads are getting bad, and so your car might break down. In reality, it's up to us over which one is the best choice. Thank you.
What do human trafficking, clean water, inadequate medical attention, poverty, and wounded soldiers have in common? They are problems that people all over the world face today, even in America. While most of us think that these causes are too big to make any impact, 3 college students decided that somehow they could help. And thus, Serengeti was created. While researching for this topic, I have learned how all of us can make a difference in the world and how Serengeti makes it easy for us to donate money to the cause that we feel passionate about. Today, I will introduce you the founders of Serengeti, the mission of Serengeti, and the marketing strategy of Serengeti. In college, our main focus is passing our classes, having fun, and ultimately graduating. Some of us have jobs on campus to help pay for college, but most of us, if not all of us, do not run a company out of their dorm room. As explained on the Serengeti website, serengeti.com, 3 college friends hatched the idea of Serengeti during their Semester at Sea program. While traveling abroad with Semester at Sea, Nate Holterman, Ryan Westberg, and Jeff Stites docked in over 15 different countries. They visited the markets in these countries and purchased the unique fabrics that they could find. And along the way, met amazing people of that region who created the fabrics. According to an article written in Valparaiso University's newspaper, The Times, on September 27, 2013, titled "Valpo Students Wear the World," when the students returned home, they decided to launch a new clothing company using the international fabrics that they had purchased. Now that you know how Serengeti was created, let me explain to you how they help change the world one shirt at a time. Their mission is simple: make compassion the next big trend in fashion by unifying citizens from around the globe through fabric while giving back to the communities that inspire the products. Each pattern of fabric is matched with a cause that is affecting that certain region. An article in the Huffington Post titled "Serengeti, the Fashionable Way to Give Back" states that Serengeti accomplishes its mission by donating 5% of the proceeds from each shirt to the cause associated with the pattern. For example, this camel shirt is paired with the Intrepid Fallen Hero Fund, which gives money to fallen heroes and their families to help with rehabilitation and everyday living. This blue floral pattern, known as the Karakov, sends money to Poland to help with the Polish Gift of Life to pay for equipment, surgery, and rehabilitation for Polish children with congenital heart defects. And lastly, this floral pattern is known as Cornwall, and it gives money to the A21 campaign, which helps with human trafficking all over Europe. Seth Klebe, the marketing manager of Serengeti, said in an interview with the Huffington Post that Serengeti currently supports 32 causes around the world, and since its start in 2012, has generated over $34,000 for the causes that they support. The patterns that are used, or the different clothing, are designed and created in those certain regions. Since all the fabrics are made locally, each Serengeti purchase helps stimulate their individual economy. AlternativeConsumer.com reports that the Serengeti company uses 100% post-waste envelopes to send out their packages, helping conserve the environment. Serengeti has revitalized the pocket tees by how unique it is and the global impact of its products. Their product is not just limited to pocket shirts like V-necks, tank tops, and sweatshirts, but they have also branched out to shorts, backpacks, and even a children's line. With increased merchandise, Serengeti gets the word out all over the country using their 150 campus representatives. In an interview with Jeff Stites, also the co-founder of Serengeti, he elaborates on their marketing plan using Ryan Westberg's classmate and YouTube sensation Jimmy Tatro to wear the designs in his videos and also create a pattern of his own to share with the world. There are campus representatives everywhere, from Stanford to Virginia Tech, from Ohio State to LSU, and even here at Bellarmine. Elizabeth Clements, one of the Serengeti representatives for Bellarmine, states that before I got involved in Serengeti, I didn't think that just one person like me could actually help with big problems around the world. With Serengeti, I can help different organizations and read about what is going on with my money from my shirt before I even buy it. That makes me feel like I am making a difference by helping support something that I care about. As Elizabeth has told us, Serengeti has changed her view of how she can help support different causes all over the world. Today, I've told you how Serengeti was founded, their mission, and how they market to students across the world. So today, I leave you with one question. Are you ready to change the world? If the answer is yes, wear the world, change the world.